everybody, it's Heather, and today we are doing a bonus episode of the Unofficial Official Podcast. So we're going to call this the 4.5 because I believe the last episode was episode number 4. So today I am going to be talking about my charity that I give back to with my knitting. If you don't know, I have 3 kids. I have a 14-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old. Both my 5-year-old and my 1-year-old were both preemies. My son was born 6 weeks early and spent 3 weeks in the neonatal intensive care unit, also known as the NICU. And my 1-year-old was born at 29 weeks, so she was born 11 weeks early, and she spent 86 days in the NICU. And when my son was born, I received a knitted hat in the NICU. And I still have it, obviously. And I loved it. I thought it was so cute that somebody took the time to knit a hat for him. I didn't knit 5 years ago. I knew how to knit because I knit when I was a teenager, but I hadn't knit in quite a many years. So when he was born and came home from the hospital and everything, I picked up knitting again so I could donate hats back to the NICU. I thought it was a really good charity. I think it's really special to make NICU moms and dads feel like their babies are special when they're in the NICU, because oftentimes people don't know how to treat NICU parents. They don't know how to treat the situation around a birth of a premature baby. So they're a little hands-offish and they don't give as many gifts to the parents. I've noticed, been there twice, but that's okay. That's not what we're here for. I donate specifically to a charity called Preemies of the Carolinas. I will leave a link down below to their website. They take hats, knitted crocheted hats, knitted crocheted baby blankets, Halloween costumes. They take up hats specifically for every holiday that comes around. They donate specifically for the holidays. Excuse me. They also donate just regular hats throughout the year and blankets throughout the year to, preemies. You don't have to be in the Carolinas, like South Carolina or North Carolina, to receive a NICU package from her. If you email her, she will send you a package to you for your baby wherever you may be in the States. I don't know if she sends outside of the country. I mean, you could contact her and ask her, I'm not sure. So I donate hats and blankets to her to give to the hospitals in my area. I'm going to show you what I have right now for donations for her that I will be sending probably this week, because I want to clear out the bag that I keep them in so I can start refreshing. I actually came up with the idea last night with my husband that because I just randomly make baby hats and randomly make baby blankets for the NICU, that because my daughter was in the hospital for 86 days and it was such a huge chunk of my life and her life, that I am going to start making 86 hats a year for the NICU. I probably make more than that right now. Probably. I'm not 100% certain. I don't usually keep track of the amount that I make. Sometimes there's a lull in the amount that I make, and sometimes I make more. So I want to make 86 and send them so they're given out around the time that my baby was born. She was born in December and came home in March of the next year. So yeah, the NICU holds a special place in my heart. So I'm going to show you what I have right now for the NICU and what I am working on. Okay. The first thing I'm going to show you is a baby blanket that I knit last week. It's not really huge because, like I said, this is for preemies and their cots are very small. This is made out of Hometown USA yarn. It's super thick and chunky, so it knit very fast. I knit this in one day. It is a corner to corner knitted blanket. You just increase on every row, and then when you get to the middle, you knit a few straights, and then you decrease on every row. And I think it's really cute. It could be gender neutral. It's got pink, it's got blue, it's got green and white, and I finished it in gray because I love gray. It is my favorite. So it's a perfect size for a brand new baby, and when a baby comes home, they could use it as like a tummy time mat or something because of the thickness of it, or a car seat blanket, or a stroller blanket or something. It's super cute and squishy. So that's my first finished object. The only thing I have left to do is weave in the ends, and it is finished, good to go. The next thing I have finished, almost finished, is a preemie hat. Preemie hats knit up extremely quickly. This one, as you can see, I actually held 3 strands double because I wasn't really getting the thickness that I wanted for the needles that I had to use at the time. So it is obviously for a girl, and I will weave in the ends on this as well, and it'll send on its merry little way. It's so cute. It's so little. It's not the littlest they get, but it is little. The hat that I'm currently working on is going to be a bonnet for the babies. This one's pretty big because this would be like the opening like this, and it has some eyelets, and it's being held double with pink. I don't remember the yarn, but it is acrylic and a gray. The only rules of my local charity is that you can't use any animal fibers because preemies have very sensitive skin and it could cause an allergic reaction, and you don't want that for a tiny baby. I mean, they're dealing with enough as it is, right? So I'm using acrylic, and when I'm done, it will be, you know, I will flip it inside out and do a 3-needle bind off on the back, add some strings to tie around a little face, and it will be so cute and precious. I love bonnets. Bonnets are my favorite hat for babies, especially little newborn babies. They look so cute in it, and they can't pull them off as easily, so it's a win-win, right? Okay, so I have some more hats to show you. I have this super cute cotton hat that has a little teddy bear button on it, and it's knit, and it's got like this little rolled edge. I didn't put a brim on it so it could roll, and it stretches. The good thing about these hats that I knit, I tend to make them so that they stretch a lot because preemies grow pretty quickly, thankfully, and you want the hat to fit in more than 1 or 2 days so that the mom, you know, can see their baby in something cute. This is knit in a cotton yarn. I have quite a few hats, so I'm not going to show you each an individual one probably because that would take us a while, and this is supposed to be a bonus episode, so it's not supposed to be as long. I have 2 hats knit out of the same cotton yarn with like a little bit of flex that is kind of like a tweed, but it's cotton. Look how little this hat is, guys. It's hard to believe a baby's head can be this small, but this would have actually probably been big on my baby when she was born. It's insane. And then I have another one that's similar. So she could send these 2 with the same baby so it could fit when she gets a little bit bigger. See, there's so lots of stretch in it. Then I have this, which is a fall hat, and it's also made with a cotton acrylic yarn. Then I have this hat, which is a little bit bigger. Acrylic yarn. They're all acrylic. If I don't say cotton, they're acrylic. And this one is kind of cute. I think it's kind of random. I do random things. Like, the thing about it is the hats don't have to be, this is a good way to practice your stitches. Like, it don't have to be perfect. This one I did little pearls randomly to give it like a little popcorny look. You can see them, I'm not sure. There's like random pearls to just give it a little bit more texture. And another fall colored hat. And then here's a little boy hat. As I said, my son was also a preemie. He was born 6 weeks early, and he was in the NICU for 3 weeks. So I always make boy things too. It's got a little puppy dog bone on it. And I have a little pumpkin hat, which I'm going to put a green pom-pom on the top to make it look like the pumpkin stem. This one is very stretchy because it is in a 2x1 rib throughout. Super cute. And I have just a little boy blue ribbed hat, ribbed all the way to the top. Sometimes I put pom-poms, sometimes I don't. You will see that. And I'm trying to work through my acrylic stash, so you will see that, I don't know. You have to use acrylic yarn because it's easily to wash for the moms in the NICU in case it gets tossed into the wash. This, if you remember, was what I made my daughter's sweater out of, and I put this beautiful little wooden heart button on it, and it's kind of a cool rib, and then it stops, and then it ribs again, and it's really pretty. I just love the feel of that yarn. I just don't love that it snags on everything. And this one's another one with the same yarn, but I put a little pom-pom on it. And this one has a pom-pom. Some NICUs do not allow you to use yarn with metallic thread in it, so I usually only put the metallic thread on the pom-poms or on a blanket, because the baby will have clothes on if it's wrapped in the blanket. If it's at that stage in its gestation, it will be enclosed, and then a blanket would be placed on top of it or around it when the mom is holding it. The mom would hold the baby, and then the blanket would be draped across the baby. So this one is a folded brim, but I sewed it in so that, you know, it doesn't come down. And another one with the same yarn, but has a flower button and has a heart button. And this one is made for a little bit bigger of a baby, I think, because it stretches really well. Another heart button. I have a lot of these heart buttons because I like wooden buttons, so I use them. And this is a really cute little thing I made. I made this for Halloween for a baby. It's a baby crown. And these buttons on here that are pearlescent, if you can see that, these buttons were my great-grandmother's. My mom gave them to me recently, and my grandmother was a sewer. My great-grandmother was a sewer. And she gave me these buttons, and I thought they looked really good on here, and I thought that'd be a really cute touch. It's like the diamonds on the baby crown. This is gonna look so cute. It look really cute on a little boy or a little girl. I actually wanna make more of these because I really like this. And let me see, I have a blanket also, another blanket, another corner to corner. This one has the, I left the yarn over so you could see the holes. This is made out of Karen cakes. Different colors of Karen cakes put together. This is pretty much for a boy. That's the thing about making things for the preemies. It doesn't have to be something perfect in a sense, because this is scraps, but it looks really cool together. And I mean, I love it. I love it. I love making things for the babies. It's nice to give them something special that's just for them while they're in there, you know? The one requirement is you don't smoke around the items for the babies. And if you have pets, you keep your pets off the yarn. So that's another requirement, I guess. Not one requirement. Another one would have been the wool yarn. So no wool. So that's what I have right now to donate. I also have some actually purchased baby blankets that I'm going to be sending as well, because like I said, new moms who have preemies deserve to be recognized. The babies deserve to be celebrated. I will be making these throughout the year. I'm going to make a few more of these to send in for Halloween, because this would be really cute for a Halloween baby. A little king or a little queen. It could be on a little girl. So that is all I have to say today about this. I am going to start tallying them up next year so that on my daughter's birth date, I can send in 86 hats. And I will always send in a few blankets, because I'm currently working on another blanket over here, but I'm going to frog it because I don't like it. It would be huge for a preemie. I mean, it's bigger than a crib size blanket at this point, so it's too big. I don't know what I was thinking when I cast that on. But, so everybody's having a great day, staying safe, staying healthy. And if you're interested in donating to preemies of the Carolinas or your local NICU, reach out to your hospitals. Most hospitals take hats for babies from knitters and crocheters throughout the year. With COVID, it's a little bit different, but my charity is still taking up items. So there's that. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all again very soon.